What is art block? What is generative art? And why it is completely awesome? Hello everyone, good morning. Welcome to another episode of Daily Data Degen. My name is Flo. Every day I bring you awesome content around NFT. So if you like that kind of content, please consider subscribing. Today, as you know, we're gonna talk about art block. So let's get started directly. What is art block? Well, it's a drop page specialized in generative art. As you can see here, artists are just dropping some beautiful art that is made with computers, but this we're going to talk a bit later. It was created by Eric Snowfro, this zombie punk, so a very early NFT collector, as you can see. It was created in November 2020, so it was really one of the first to work on making art on the blockchain, art on chain. And the concept is quite simple. Basically, you have artists that drop, small collection. They choose the amount, 1,000, 1,020, for etc., etc. And yeah, it's only small collection of their work that is partially made with computer. As you can see, it's small collection that artists release regularly. It's a very curated platform, so you cannot go so easily, although there are different parts. But let's dive into what is generative art. There is this very great article on ArtNon about that type of art. So generative art is art programmed using a computer that intentionally introduces randomness as part of this creation process. So this is a very simplistic definition, but one that anyone can grab. Artist paints with code, basically. And that implies a couple of things, that they cannot have total control over the process. Artists bring their artistic input, and is an informatic program, an algorithm that's going to generate the final piece. So artists cannot decide everything about the artwork, but they still decide a lot, of course, because it's their own input. So generative art is very, very niche. It requires quite some technical skills. The more you're comfortable with coding, obviously, the more you're gonna be able to do great art. To create great art, the more knowledge you have about the tools you use, the better. So obviously, if you're comfortable with coding, if you have some previous experience, you will be more comfortable at creating that someone that just discovering this tool, obviously. But as everything in this world, we can learn anything. So let's go to the 5 reasons why I think it's completely awesome. First, it's clearly the leading platform for generative art, and even across the whole scheme of crypto art, because crypto art is a more global artistic movement. So on one hand, you have super high level of art and creation. On the other hand, you have amazing numbers and a great community behind that is going to mint and sold out most of the collection, honestly. And you can see more than 170,000 pieces have been minted from 156 unique minters, which is incredible numbers compared to other collection and other platform out there. So really congratulations for that. So leading generative platform, great community, great art. It's also providing life-changing money for artists, because artists now are making really hundreds of thousands, sometimes millions, when they drop a piece. No matter the fluctuation of Ethereum, you have the money from the sale and also the royalties. So every time the artwork is sold again on the secondary market, the artists get a percentage, and that is really insane. Clearly, it's passive income from that drop that arrives. So for that, it's life-changing for really a lot of artists. And finally, what really is great about ArtBlocks is the meeting process. because it's quite an experience. The artwork, you and only you will be the first one to see the final reveal. You will be the one creating it by your input, by putting your wallet and doing the transaction. So the experience is very different for appreciating art in a gallery. It's a new kind of appreciation online, and you take part of this creative process. But I think that will be the topic for another video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this content. If you did, please consider subscribing, like, sharing, whatever you want. Have a wonderful Sunday evening. Have a wonderful week, and we talk tomorrow. Thank you, guys. Bye bye. Have fun.